He is currently confused, but he's with the potion and some of Avaris's help. You can see he's like sitting sideways on the bed, just rubbing his neck.
Is there still these guards around?
Everyone's dead except for the 3 guards that we brought up in the room with us.
Well, I'm going to send at least one of them downstairs and say, can you fetch the queen and the children up here? Keep an eye out. We're still on the hunt for 2 more, but I don't think they're around.
Well, do we want to take these guards with us when we go hunting, or do you just want to leave? I think we should maybe just leave all the guards here.
I think we're probably done with the guards.
Yeah, they need to stay at the castle and protect the king and queen, because we know that these are wanted criminals.
We can leave these 2 up here to keep an eye on the king when we decide to leave, while the other one's running around.
Yeah.
All right.
So, we need to kind of question the king now. What's going on? What does he remember, if anything? Hi.
He's kind of silent. By the way, did you say they were all staying here, or you said sending one?
One's going away, and we'll leave 2 here in the room with us. But in case,
I only sent one because I know there's like 4 down there or whatever.
There's there's like 3, I think. We started with 8, I think.
There's
6.
I believe that you brought 8 with
yes.
you. You left 3 there, or
no? There was 8 down there. We brought 6 with us, and
one's on the second floor. 2 are on the first floor.
Yep, and then that's the other 3 is up here. So
yep,
and there's 8 down with the queen.
Got it.
So yeah, he's gone.
So yeah, he starts heading outside the room.
Yeah, I want to get this family together. Then the less distributed around the castle, and we can also kind of sit down with some questions and
loot the bodies.
Make sure they're okay.
Yeah, let's loot the bodies. May I loot? Oh, can I loot the warlock?
Salas?
Yeah.
Sure. Give me 1 second. Oh, actually, God, I have to go get a sheet real quick. It's just in the other room. Give me 1 second.
No problem. I roll a 24.
What should we discuss while he's in the other room? Cough drops, everybody.
After I'm done killing a priestess trying to bring back an undead god from the outer planes, you know what I really love to have? A honey-covered Hall's cough drop.
I do when I've got a cold, like I do at the moment. So.
Oh man, I had a cold earlier this week. I had to take some drugs for that.
Man,
actually, Hall's cough drops.
Logged into the map here, and I was like, why are there insect pinchers on the map? I forgot that was the shape of the portal.
Right. I thought those were devil horns. Do you like my in-memory for Eri over here?
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you. Gone, but never forgotten.
Yep. And a back, by the way.
So I rolled a 24 for looting the body.
Okay. So you look through Salas. He's wearing kind of like a black robe. You search the pockets. Well, the first thing you find, of course, is his rapier on his back. He has 3 potions on him.
Do I see any arcane markings on the rapier?
Make an Arcana check.
I get to add double my... 19 plus 8 should probably be enough.
Yes, this is enchanted. You don't know what kind of enchantment, though.
All right, I'll take that to study later. I'm going to make a note. Probably need to move this list, huh? I was going to make a note on my sheet. 1 magical rapier. What else?
So you got 3 potions.
Can I tell what kind they are?
You identify 2 of them easily. You recognize 2 healing potions. One's greater, one's superior.
I'm gonna yell at Corian. Hey, Corian, how many greater healing potions do you have left? Did you give? Is that what you gave
0.
the king? Did you give the king a greater or?
Yeah.
I'm going to give Corian the greater. And for the superior, I know you have one, right, Corian?
No.
I thought you had a superior.
Nope.
Does anyone have a superior?
I used it
Oh,
during the fight.
Oh, okay. I give him both of them to Corian.
Okay.
To replenish his lost potions. And then the third one I can't as easily identify.
This one you have to make your own roll because you are not.
Okay. What, this
You're
gonna
not
be
as familiar as.
is this
the
an Arcana
potions.
check?
It is, and you get the magic bonus thing.
Well, 14 plus is 22 good enough?
Yes. This is a potion of speed.
Okay, I'll keep that for now.
Underneath his kind of like black robe that he has on, he has studded leather armor.
Just regular studded leather, no enchantment.
You can check to see if it's enchanted.
All right, another Arcana check. I'm rolling good tonight. Oh, a little less, but I get double. I think it's Arcana. Do I get double proficiency? Artificial intelligence, it's history checks. So, is 12 enough to see if it has any Arcana markings on it?
You look and you don't see anything.
I'll take it anyway.
Seems to be normal studded leather, but you do put it in the bag.
Okay, I'll add it to the list.
He has, after that, around his neck, he has a kind of a similar black pendant that is on the king.
Right. Okay, I'll take that. And then the one the king had, did you break it, Corian, or did you just rip it off his body?
No, I just threw it on the floor.
All right, I'm going to grab both of them and take those and see if there's anything useful from them later. And is that it?
No, there's also 212 gold.
All right, I'm just going to divide that to the group. I think that's 53, but let me check. Yep, 53 gold, all of us.
All right, got mine down. And then after that, you find a very almost like flawless diamond. It's about the size of your palm.
Okay. Can I do an Arcana check on it?
You can.
Ugh, another 12. Do I see any Arcana markings or?
You do not.
All right, I'll keep that too for now, just to see. We'll probably sell it later if it's not enchanted. Well, actually, I can't estimate how much it's worth, can I? Because I know some spells require a diamond, like some of the cleric spells.
Lots of spells require diamonds.
Yeah.
You'd have to get someone who's an
To
expert to kind of
All
like
right.
get the feel of how much it's worth.
Okay.
But it looks really nice. It looks. You're not familiar with gems, but it looks almost perfect.
Okay. I'll put that down in my inventory for now. Okay. Have I cleaned them out?
He is empty now.
I shake him up and down to see if anything else falls out. No, I can't do that. I'm too weak, but cool. All right. So I tell everybody what I find. All right, he's clean.
Good job, Hanook.
Is there anybody else here that needs cleaning up?
Somebody needs to check the cleric. I mean, I could check her too if you guys want me to, but
Up to you guys.
I don't have to check everybody though. All right, I'll check her then. Hopefully this is good.
All right, walk up to her.
Is 9 plus is 17 enough?
You look through her body. She has 12 gold on her.
All right.
She has her.
I will divvy up. I will give 3 gold to each of us.
All right. She has her staff. She's not wearing any armor.
Can I do an Arcana check on the staff?
You can go and roll.
That's better. Unnatural 20.
And that's 20. It's similar to your
My +1
quarter
staff.
staff. It seems similar. It has, you see some of the same arcane marks on it.
Okay. Like, so should I just assume it's a +1 staff, or should I still? Do I need to sit down and check it to make sure there's nothing else on it?
That's what you can tell from now. You don't know if it has anything else though.
All right, I'll check it later, or if somebody else can. I'll just put it in the bag for now in my inventory.
Okay. And that's
All right.
all you find on her.
Okay. Her robes don't look magical or anything like that?
You don't see any markings on it, no.
All right.
Who else was in here?
The 2 Drow warriors, and that's it. You want to check them out, Turnham?
Yeah, sure. When we're all in here, investigation.
Yes.
I'm really bad with that.
Well, you've done good with me with investigation rolls sometimes.
13 on the first one.
Okay. Just getting it real quick. I think they have long swords. Just checking the manual real quick. Oh, they have 2 short swords, sorry.
Each, or...
Yeah, sorry, one each.
Okay. We can just throw those in the bag of holding as far as I'm concerned.
And they
Yep.
both have chainmail armor.
Both of them are just wearing chainmail armor and that's it.
Oh, and 2 hand crossbows too, but that's it.
I'm not going to worry about the chainmail or hand crossbows. Chainmail isn't that good, right?
I think it's pretty average.
See, we already have it in here, so I'll add 2 more to that, but I don't want to make the list longer.
I think the guards are pretty depleted as it is anyway, so...
Right.
Just stuff in the bag more and more.
Well,
Yo, a lot of it's is on loan right now, so... But, yeah.
so, is that everybody cleaned up?
It is clean, yep.
That is other people in here, yes.
I'm going to speak to one of these guards here and say, can we get these bodies out of here? Can we clean them up somewhere? And let's get them away from the king. Let's cover them up with something and take them outside and burn them or whatever.
I'm going to run around casting Prestidigitation to clean up the blood.
Alright. You do so.
I just want them out of here. There's going to be children in here in a few minutes, and I don't want them seeing this.
Alright. They help get the bodies up, move them out. The king is still kind of silent on his bed.
I'm going to put a...
How are you doing now?
Better than I was earlier.
So, do you remember anything? Or was it one of those things that just completely blocks your memory for the past week?
I do remember everything, but it was almost like I didn't really have much control what I did. I just had to go along with it all.
Well, it's mostly over now. There's more to still do. We're gonna get your wife and children here and get you guarded, and then we've got to debate what we're going to do about the last 2. And after that, I think we need to have a meeting between the royalty here, the Laura, whoever is left, the guard or whatever, and come up with a plan of how we're going to get this city back on its feet, because there's not much left by the sounds of it. So, but for now, just focus on trying to rest, spend some time with your family, and let us do the hard work in cleaning up the rest.
Will do. Thank you all for helping out.
And no problem.
He goes back to just kind of looking down at his feet almost.
I assume the queen and the children have arrived by now.
After all of the the like searching the bodies, clean up, discussing about this time. You do see the guard come back. He carries or has behind him the queen and both her kids.
The 11 guards.
Oh, did you instruct him to come back with the other guards?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he did that. I must have misheard that. So they all come back.
Was no reason for him to stay in the basement.
That is true. Unless they wanted to.
I guess if they want to stay in the jails, they could, but...
But,
So are all the guards in here right now?
they are. The king actually gets up and runs over and hugs his wife. And the children, too.
I'm gonna sort of say, like, not directly to anyone, but to all of them. Have any of you seen two suspicious-looking individuals? There's two more left. They're twins, apparently. I don't know if they're identical or not, but there's two left. Have any of you seen them? Do you know where they go, where they hang out? We have not seen them at all since we got here.
Some of them speak up and say that, actually, the queen mentions that they do visit the dungeons every night. But other than that, and then the king mentions that he doesn't see them much. He sees them for meals in the castle, but they tend to wander either the castle or the city. Not particularly, besides the dungeons, not really much in one space.
I feel like if they were in the castle, they would be here. They'd know. I feel like they must be in the city somewhere.
Could they be in the cave?
Any of y'all casters have scrying or something?
I don't. Beatrice, Ballora.
Avarice.
Avarice. Yeah.
I am not that powerful.
Yeah, I think scrying is like a level 4 spell or something.
Level
maybe.
5.
Level 5, yeah.
No divination or...
Well, my divination just screws with the causality. It doesn't let me find them.
They do not. Neither of them, Beatrice or Ballora, have.
I'm gonna go ahead right now and send Owly out through a window to try to find them.
I'm also going to speak to the guards and say, you know, I need most of you here, but to be honest, these are two escaped prisoners. They aren't, from what we know, powerful like the people we've defeated.
I'm sending
in
Owly
here.
out right now to look for them.
I think if we could get some sort of manacles or something like that, we could put them in chains and send them back. I don't think we need to kill these two. They're just some escaped convicts. Probably hell-bent on causing trouble. More than anything.
Well, I mean, they tortured people.
Did they torture and kill people? I said, turning to the queen.
They did occasionally. Not. It wasn't very often for one of us, but they would bring people down and have us watch.
Were they children, women, men, all of the above?
Mostly guards that did not join his cause. So mostly men.
To be
Torture
honest,
them
I feel like these are just pawns in a bigger scheme, honestly.
Does anyone here have the... I turned to Beatrice. Beatrice. Do you have the ability to send messages?
I do not.
That's right. Okay. So say you could send something to Marfall and find out who these people are.
Well, I mean, we have a teleportation circle. We could go there with them and return them to the prison they came from.
So if they try to fight us, is our game plan then we're just going to try to hit them down and then just knock them out when they get really weak?
I mean, it's up to you guys. I don't think we need to spill any more blood. We've done enough of that. You know, these are just escaped convicts. We don't need to kill for the sake of it. It makes us as bad as them.
They're murderers who escaped from prison, who joined tyrants who took over a city, and they tortured people for fun, killing them. I don't think killing them makes us as bad as them.
I'm looking in the journal. I can't remember. don't think it said in the journal what they were in there for.
They did not know.
No, it just says that after they escaped the prisons of Marfall, they snuck into the Balance Arcanum and threatened a wizard to grant them access to Elswyn. And then he organized a town meeting and then killed a bunch of people.
So if they surrender, fine. If they fight, I'm not going to hold back.
I mean, there's an opportunity to knock them out and take them after they get hurt. We don't have to kill them, but I ain't risking my life to try to take them alive.
Well, I think they're going to be heavily outnumbered right now. If they have any semblance of intelligence, they would probably not try and fight.
Well, if they can control the spiders, that could be a problem.
I think we've killed who controls the spiders, to be honest.
Well, they did say in the journal there was a spider queen, right, in the cave?
There was, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking the DM.
I don't think they're going to be able to get out of the mines, though, right now.
I don't know. We can wait a couple minutes, see if Owlie found them or anything. I told Owlie to come back in a few minutes, like 10 minutes. So
Probably a good time to take a short rest anyways.
basically, that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Anyone want to take a look at some of these objects I found? I have a rapier and a staff that could potentially that is definitely magical in some way.
I'll look at the staff, I guess.
All right. Tarnum, you want to take a look at this rapier?
I can certainly try.
All right. I'm going to look at the lockets and see if they're still in any way usable.
The lockets?
Yes.
Which ones?
The two. So remember how he had one on the king that would charm him?
Oh,
the other one?
Yeah, the necklace, yeah.
The necklaces. Yeah, sorry. I have them as lockets.
No worries.
So is this just Arcana checks, or do I need to do anything with the short rest?
If you're using the short rest, you automatically know what they do.
Okay.
They are still usable. When you have someone, so you attune to one, and you have someone successfully attuned to one, you are able to charm them.
So
for the duration.
So if somebody just puts this around their neck, like let's say I'm attuned to the one, if say Tardum or somebody put this around their neck, do they have to like willingly attune to it, or does it just naturally happen if they just keep it on their neck long enough?
They have to willingly attune.
So they have to know that they're attuning to the necklace for it to work?
Yes.
I'm going to turn to the king and say, how did he get you to attune to this necklace?
He told me it was for protection.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. All right, I'll put them away.
What am I rolling in order to find out what this rapier does?
If you're using a short rest, you do not have to roll.
Okay. Yeah, I'll use a short rest.
Oh, great. Let me get that real quick. It is a +1 rapier.
Okay.
Once every long rest, you can activate a property of it. For a minute, its reach becomes 10 feet.
Okay.
It does the regular 1d8.
+1.
Yeah, +1 damage.
Does anybody really use a rapier?
No.
Nice.
It's a
Probably
dexterity-based weapon.
Yep.
I do not use that.
Because I already have the,
Your sword is better than this.
well, it's useful in some situations. The ability to have an extended reach is nice. I don't know if I'm able to carry 3 items, though. That might be...
What's your dex, though?
Oh, my dex is +3.
What's the sword do again for damage?
So
1d8
1d8 +1.
So it's basically the same, except you turn. Does the fire damage with it automatically happen, or do they have to do a save for that, like lax?
It happens.
I mean, you're only attuned right now to your sword, right?
I don't know if I'm attuned to my bow or not. I mean, it is just a +1 bow.
Regular +1s I usually don't have attunement.
Right.
Yeah, I bought that from a store a while back, so...
Well, I mean, nobody else is going to use it, so if you don't want to sell it, I say take it.
I might have a use for it in certain situations. Might be good for a long stabby if I don't want to get up close to something.
All right. Is a staff just a
So,
+1?
Avers does confirm it is just +1.
No, we already got one of those. I'll throw it back in the bag of holding and maybe sell it later.
Okay.
So this ability to extend 10 feet, does that last for a minute?
1 minute, once per long rest.
Right, okay.
Does it extend out that far, or do you just like teleport to your target when you attack and then back to your square?
You can willingly adjust its length for 1 minute. So you could essentially use it to reach 10 feet and retract it at will. I'd say you would have to be proficient with rapiers to effectively use it.
What does it fall under?
Finesse for damage.
It's
No, I mean,
it's
like,
a martial weapon. You're
okay.
good.
I'm proficient with that. It's one of those situational things. Like, if there's something that is basically entirely melee only, it might be good to have. So I'm not right up against it.
Yep, it has some uses. He just couldn't find much because he didn't get a chance to use it.
I'm
I don't
gonna
already
erase some of the stuff from the list.
I don't already carry like 10 weapons, so you know.
Has hourly return now?
If to go around the town, he'd be a couple more minutes. It's not too quick. But you can actually have him do a perception check for Ali around the city.
Okay.
Just a suggestion for the bag of holding. We do have a notepad in here, a notebook that we could paste it all into, that we could all see.
Oh, okay. I was putting it into my sheet. 11.
11.
Oh, I didn't know
for
that.
Perception?
Yeah. Do you want me to? I'm sorry. I have it in my loot sheet. I'll try. I can recreate it later though if you guys want me to.
Recreate what? Sorry.
Because I deleted all that stuff. I put it in my loot sheet with prices.
Yeah, I mean, I was just suggesting we could put it in the notebook so we can all see it.
Yeah.
Post it somewhere.
I'll do that. I'll try to bring it back then. I'll have to retype it. Well, hold on. Yeah, I just deleted it. I didn't copy it. Sorry.
No problem.
Okay. Where were we at? Oh, Owly. Yeah, so Owly rolled a 12 or something.
You did advantage, right? Just be sure.
Yes. My advantage was a 4. So do you spot him?
He He does not. He kind of does a quick look at the city. Does not see him or them.
What time is it right now in the day, roughly?
It'd be around noon.
Yeah, do you think they'll be coming for meals soon? Do they eat meals with you at noon, or do they wait till the afternoon?
It'd be around this time we would be having lunch, so they would be around here. Around here.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I bet you they're going to go to the dining hall.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, oh sorry.
Is there a dining hall?
There is. It was. He says it's right by the kitchen. It was actually the door you initially saw the guards go into after you left the kitchen.
Ah,
Yeah, it was that door.
we haven't been in that section yet, so.
One last thing. When Ollie was flying around, could he tell if the cloud cover was dissipating now that the machine has been destroyed?
Go ahead and make another perception check for that.
Does Ollie notice clouds? Oh yeah, 16.
16. You notice a little less. You can see on the edges the clouds are kind of like just dissipating in air.
All right, I tell him. Well, Ollie says the cloud cover is dissipating, so that's going to be slow.
So first floor or hit the second floor?
Are we bringing the guards with us, or is it just going to be us?
I don't think we need the guards. I think they need to stay here.
Yeah.
Do we have manacles and that kind of thing if they're gonna give up?
I don't. Oh, I have rope.
I specifically didn't get manacles when we were talking. She didn't have.
Well, I'm
any.
asking the guards if they have a spare pair or something like that.
They do.
Yeah, we'll get a pair off of one of the guards. Maybe one of us carry it. Doesn't really matter who.
All right, who wants to carry the manacles?
I'll do it.
All right.
How are you going to deal with their pet?
I mean, kill it.
Maybe one of those like cones you put on a dog or something.
I could technically polymorph it.
What pet is it? Do we know?
It's a Black Panther.
Well, I mean, they're going to have control over it, aren't they? So if they give up, I can't see that attacking us either.
Well, I don't know.
Well,
We'll find out when we get there.
all right. Is Beatrice and Ballora coming with us?
I would imagine they would be, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the more people we have, the less favourable it looks for them.
Mm-hmm.
Below does smile. She says, "I'm not going to come with you," and Beatrice does as well.
And Hulk.
And Hog, yes.
Oh, I'm going to offer.
I hope Beatrice rolled some hit dice while we were.
Oh yes, that's right. Let me do that for her.
I think is the I can't remember, but it was her Beacon of Hope still up?
No, we got. She lost concentration.
All right.
D12.
I'm going to toss. Is
they
either
almost-
Beatrice or.
They almost
Sorry.
died twice from Salus, so all that stuff got dropped.
Right. Does Beatrice or Ballora, do either of them have +1 quarterstaffs? Or no, plus. Because she uses a mace, right? Ballora?
Right.
Yes,
Does Beatrice have a +1 quarterstaff right now?
she does not.
All right, I'm going to hand her the +1 quarterstaff since it doesn't require attunement.
Okay, she takes it.
On loan for right now.
Man, I rolled a 10 on my D10 hit dice. Nice.
That'll help. Because that increases her ability to hit, right? +1.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, might as well give her that. I think most of her spells are just saves, but I think she does have firebolt, so can't hurt.
And she's back to full health. So
Oh, cool. All right.
To the dining hall then?
yep. So we can go and get these figurines out.
All right. Are we getting rid of the map? Yeah.
Yeah, these
Okay.
billions of cards.
So we Oop, I was about to grab those. So we gonna head to the second floor or the first floor then?
I would imagine the dining hall's on the ground floor, right?
It is, yes.
Well,
It's right past that, right by the kitchen.
was guessing there might be a way down from the second floor. I didn't know if we wanted to scope through the second floor to see if they were there before we hit the dining hall.
We can certainly look.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
someone would know. Someone in this room would know if there was a way down. So
I turned to Belora, who's been our guy this whole time, and say, "Is there a way down from the second floor, from the other end?"
There is, yes.
Right. Second floor had the museum, right? That's what we overlooked was the museum.
It was an art collection room, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we go through that way, I guess, then.
All right. Just getting the map up. So yes, you navigate to the second floor. You go past the art collection room, or you approach it, sorry. You remember the two buildings are connected, so you pass through that connection. Directly in front of you on the second floor, you see the door that Blora points out is the art collection room, and then there is a guest bedroom right next to it with a bathroom, and then the staircase that leads to the near the dining hall, right by the bathroom.
all right, we'll take a quick peek in the rooms before we hit the stairway. Make sure they're not here.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check, Quinn.
Natural 20.
20. You initially start with the art collection room. It looks empty. Looks actually rather untouched. You don't see anybody in there. You go to the guest bedroom, and this room actually is basically torn apart, except for the bed. The bed doesn't have the sheets on anymore, but is intact. You're not really sure why. You start going through everything, but you don't find anything that resembles any evidence. It just looks like it was just torn apart.
Does it smell?
It does not, no.
Okay.
You also check the bathroom right next to the bedroom, empty.
All right. I'll come back and tell them there was nothing in there.
Okay.
Then we can head down the stairs.
Okay. Actually, sorry, the staircase you were near, well, the one by the bathroom, does, Belor tells you it does lead down to the dining hall, or you could use the other one and head back to the, near the throne room.
Let's go to the dining hall.
You want to take the quickest route there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you use the staircase you have not used before.
Right.
Head down, and you enter a well-kept dining room. Some chandeliers above. There's a long table with wooden chairs around it. It is currently empty, but it is about at this time it'd be about 12:15.
I'm going to send Ollie out of the castle towards the path that leads up here. Just, again, doing a scouting just within the vicinity of the castle, see if he can see him coming.
Well, we have the element of surprise now.
Does the dining room take up the entire first floor of this building?
It does, yes.
Okay. So
There's that extension, but this is the entire bit of that building.
So there's going to be the door on the right that leads back to the main castle, and a door on the left that leads toward that other one-story building.
Yes, and then there's another entrance that the one Ali hovered over initially of the castle. He saw
Right.
two front entrances. The other one leads to the dining hall as well.
Right. So, Ballora, what's in the
Yes.
first floor building? Or the one-story building, I mean.
The one right next to this dining hall.
Yeah, the one down the little path, the little hallway.
Down there is a war room.
Might they be in there?
Maybe. I mean, we
Well-
haven't seen him anywhere else.
Well, they are in the.
Corin, I'm going to make a perception check.
7.
Yeah, Ballora says, yeah, there is a worm down there. We could check if you guys wish.
Let's wait for Owly to get back first.
Yeah, so I just said I'm literally just outside the building, 100 feet in the air, look around, see if they're coming within the next couple 100 feet, outside the castle, if they're approaching in any way.
Go make a perception check for him.
Come on, better than 2. Shoot, Ollie's just not doing good today. 10.
He's not really sure where to look. As you guys are talking, the door near to the kitchen begins to open.
Okay.
You hear a couple voices begin talking to each other.
Is there two?
It sounds like 2 voices. Kind of like almost deep.
I'd like to cast a spell.
Which spell?
Hypnotic pattern.
All right. What's the DC?
It's a wisdom saving throw.
What's the target?
The target's going to be the door, so it's a 30 feet cube around that door. I don't want it to hit us, just whatever's behind that door.
All right. So, what was the DC though? It was wisdom, but what was the DC?
16.
You see 2 figures begin to enter the room, and you guys can tell they do look identical. But as they can enter the room, they are under the effect of the spell. I believe they can't move. They're incapacitated.
Yep, they are currently incapacitated for a whole minute. It's concentration. So you create a twisting pattern, 30-foot cube, pierce for a moment, advances, charm for the duration. While charmed by the spell, the creature is incapacitated, has a speed of 0. The affected creature, it ends if they take any damage or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor.
Would putting manacles on him count as that?
That would not be intentionally waking them, no.
Okay, I'm gonna pass the set to Corey and say, do you want to just get him?
You did roll
down?
that save with advantage, right, Hayden?
Advantage? They did not know they had advantage.
Do they have Fey ancestry?
They're human, no.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought they were Drow like everybody else. Never mind. Sorry. Just wanted to be fair.
Yeah, they're human, so they're okay.
I gesture at them and say, "Well, Tarnum, we got them without having to."
Well, yeah, exactly. I'm gonna go over and get them all manacled up. And is that panther around and that under the effect as well?
I did roll for it. It did fail as well.
Okay.
It is not very wise.
Corian, can we bind that creature with some rope so it doesn't freak out?
I guess.
Sorry, guys, for making that anticlimactic. I expected one of them.
No. This is the best thing really possible.
Did you really expect me to succeed?
I figured I didn't. First of all, I thought they were Fey, Drow, so I figured they would have advantage on the saving throw. I figured I might get one of them in a beast, because I knew the beast would have low wisdom. But yeah, no, I did not expect this to work out so easily. Like, I look at my hands like, wow. And that's the first time I've ever cast that spell. And so I'm like, Hanok's a little bit impressed. Like, he already has a big head about his magical power now. His head just got a little bit bigger.
It did.
Let's take him down to the cells and lock him away until we figure out what to do with him.
So the moment they only have a minute, so they're going to wake up in 1 minute regardless of how you move them. So
Well, they're bound, so they're gonna have a hard time doing
Yeah.
much of anything.
So we're going to intentionally strip them of all their weapons, right?
Yeah, let's get anything that is useful away from them right now, and then we can just
Okay.
start and move them down into the cells.
All right. Can Tarnum and me just do an investigation on this?
I want Corian as well involved. Everybody try and empty as quick
Yeah.
as possible. We've only got like 50 seconds, if that. So
do we need to roll for this, or like we're just trying to get their weapons off specifically and
Just getting some weapons.
weapons and just checking their pockets. Like there's no way we can get their armor off in 1 minute. So
I'm not bothered about that. They can't hit me with that.
but specifically looking for weapons or anything dangerous.
Okay. Yeah, you can make investigation checks, whoever's doing it.
All right. Well, I got high investigation, so that is not a D20 though. So, yeah. Let's do a D20. 16.
Was anybody else, or was it just Hanok?
I'm tying up the
if
cat.
I search with him, can I give him advantage?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I'll search with him and give him advantage.
Excellent advantage. That is now 22.
22. And Corian, did you say you were or not?
I said I was tying up the cat.
Okay. So as you do that, they begin searching for weapons. There is a longbow on one of them. He also has a dagger. He has 14 gold on him, but searches pockets. He doesn't have anything else.
I don't know if any of these are enchanted, so I'm separating them out. We'll worry about that later.
Okay.
One longbow, one dagger, 12 gold.
Yep, and then
Everybody mark down 3 again. I'll just assume I gave it to you guys a little later, but mark down 3 gold.
The other twin has 64 gold.
That'll be what's that?
16 each.
Yeah, like 16. So that's total 19. So 3 and 16.
And then he actually does. He does not have any weapons on him, and he does not have any armor either.
Ugh, pathetic.
Well, no, that means he's a caster, right?
You're not sure. You haven't asked him.
Bro, do you want to bind his mouth so he can't start casting?
I tell him to actually bind his mouth, gag him.
Might want to break his fingers too.
That'll wake him up. So, but
He's
binding
gonna
his
wake up
hands
in
and
a minute. How are you going to bind his hands? Because as long as he can move his fingers, he can cast.
His hands are already bound. They're in manacles.
cover his eyes and mouth. He can't see. He can't speak. He's not going to be able to cast. So I quickly shove a piece of rope or something in his mouth.
I'm sure one of us has got like a rag or something. That
Yeah,
Turn
him. You're from your bandit days or whatever. You should be able to do this, right? Avarice, quickly.
Is there anybody? Oh, for Christ's sake! I just get my shirt off. Just stuff in his mouth.
There you go.
It's the best thing I've got to a rag.
Okay.
It is not very pleasant.
No, I imagine it's not. Good God, I was a hermit. I haven't probably washed in weeks.
I tell Beatrice and Valora to have spells ready in case we have to put them down.
And at this time, they blink their eyes, and their eyes go from like a normal kind of expression to one of shock, but they can't speak as they have cloth in their mouth.
Game over, boys.
The ranger, the one with the longbow doesn't. Only the one that didn't have a weapon, we said specifically.
Okay, that's right.
Game's over, boys.
He begins like looking around him. He kind of tries reaching for the door behind him.
Oh, no, you don't. Corian, you know what to do. Put him in the cells.
What is this?
Do we want to talk to them before we put them in the cells?
I want him in the cells before we talk to him.
Okay.
We will not be put in cells.
No, you got out of your last set, didn't you?
I tell them that spooky spider lady and Scary Warlock Eye is dead, along with their magical machine. It's over.
I'm gonna make an intimidation check.
Sure. I'm very intimidating.
As you say, 2 feet tall or 3 feet tall or something.
13. I tell him I'm also the one who knocked you out. I'm magic, and I wiggle my fingers. Can I get advantage of my intimidation check?
No, but they look at you with disgust.
Hey, don't be hating on gnomes.
You don't look like a very powerful caster.
Yeah, I could turn your little dog here into a bunny if I wanted to.
First you'd have to turn it into a dog.
Yeah, listen, okay, I'm not really good with animals. It's not my thing.
What do you all want?
Well, for a start, I hear you're criminals. One of you doesn't even travel with weapons. That's not even...
Yeah.
You're terrible. Please.
Weapons. Oh wait, that's the one that's gagged.
Yeah, Gag Guy doesn't have weapons. Was he some kind of magical caster dude?
He kind of just like mummers into the cloth.
Yeah. Got them in the cells yet, or are they still in the dining room?
Are you trying to walk him there now, or are you keeping him there?
Yeah,
Currently?
I want to
Yeah,
get
we're gonna call for the guards.
Possible.
I'm gonna yell for the guards.
Yeah.
Dash upstairs and tell them come down and help us move them. They're secured.
Okay. They start heading down.
Are they fighting us in any way, like their panther or anything?
I don't think they can. The panther is tied up.
They kind of see their situation and right now are going with it.
Okay.
They don't look very happy though.
I'm sure they don't, because they know where they're going.
And what will you do when we're in those cells? What will you do when we're in the cells?
I'm going to leave you there for a start.
We're going to have a conversation.
We're going to have a conversation.
I'm going to turn to the one that could talk and say, listen, things would go better for you if you would just answer our questions and be pleasant. We wouldn't have to kill you maybe if you cooperate with us. And I'm going to cast suggestion as I say that on him.
Okay.
DC 16.
You can see the magic take effect, and he gives a simple nod.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourselves as we're walking them down?
Well, we're originally from Marfall. We grew up in a not very good state, mostly poverty. We did things that the city didn't like, got jailed for it. And we quickly found a escape. It took a long time to plan it. A couple
How
of
did you
years.
escape?
I ask him, how does he, because, I got to be the one to talk now, so.
Oh,
I ask him how to,
again.
Yeah, it's fine. I just repeat Charm's question, just whatever you guys want to ask him. Just assume I repeat it to them.
Okay. And he speaks back to you.
I'm being very friendly and nodding along, like, oh yeah, I'm very sympathetic to your story.
And he goes along.
I'm doing the good cop routine.
Is Corey in the bad cop?
Clearly.
I want to know how they escaped so that we can let Marfall prison know how they got out last time to prevent it from happening again.
He mentions we bribed a guard with promises of a treasure that we'd keep secret. He wasn't the smartest, and he went along with it.
I laugh. I'm assuming it was a lie, right?
Oh yeah, it was a very big lie. But he fell for it, and when we got out, we took care of him, hid the body, and we heard word from Salas that he needed some assistance in this city, so we found our way to the teleportation circle and ended up here. We were given a strong position as an advisor or advisors, and that's about all that has happened. We've been trying to help out with the return of Loth since we
What
got
have you
here.
been doing? I'm gonna tell her. What have they been doing? while
I
they've been
asked
here?
Tarnum's question.
Mainly keeping people in check, having fun doing it too.
So they're basically just heavies then. They're just.
Your friend over there without the weapon, is he a caster of some sort?
Well, he's my twin, but he is not a caster, no.
No. What does he specialize in?
He just uses his palms.
Oh. He likes to punch things?
He does.
Mm-hmm.
And he's very good at it too.
I bet he is.
I asked her note. Ask him, was it them who killed the guards and put the heads on the spikes?
Was it you guys who did that?
And about this time, by the way, you were it's not a very long walk. You're at the cells now. Are you guys putting him in there?
Yeah, and
Okay.
locking it as well.
Yeah. My spell still works.
Okay, so they're in there.
It's concentration up to 8 hours, so.
Hano, do you think it'd be safe to get my shirt back now? Or I leave him gagged?
Yeah, you could get your shirt back. I just be careful with his hands.
Okay. And as for the question, they say we helped out with a lot of them. Most were civilians that tried to escape the town. We were instructed to raid a potion shop in the center of the city for materials.
Did you kill the potion shop owner?
We did.
Where'd you guys put his potion set?
In the storage room on the 3rd floor.
I make sure to mention that to Tarnum for
Well,
later.
some of them. Most of them were sent back to the Darkened City through the teleportation circle.
I meant, but specifically, so they're in the storage room, but his actual potion making set was gone. So where did they put that in the storage room as well?
No, but we sent that back to the city as well.
What city
Which
was
city?
it?
The Darkened City.
Darkened City. Is that where the Drow live? I turned to Averis.
Yes, it was in the journal. It's called Palakwala.
Okay.
Is that on a different plane of existence? Where is that?
It is not, no. If it was a teleportation circle, it would have to be in this plane of existence.
Okay.
Somewhere far away. All right.
So where's the head of the potion shop guy?
You guys saw it. It was on the wall.
spikes, yeah.
Oh, it was on the spikes?
Yes.
Because I know we found him beheaded.
Right.
Yeah, I really liked him too. I could kill you where you sit. But he wouldn't have wanted me to kill you, worth the time.
Probably worth a reward.
Yeah, there'll be a bounty up for the big Marfall. They can go back to prison and rot for all I care.
Spiders and Spider Queen. What do you guys know about those? I believe they're still lurking in the cave in town.
Yes, we made a deal with Safer, and we kept them in there.
Do you know, like, now the Spider Queen, the Spider Priestess is dead, will they just disappear, or?
No, they are still there. They're under her control, but well, her and Salus, but they are still physical beings. They will stay there.
All right.
Well, still to deal
Corian,
with, yeah.
anything you want to ask him?
Nope, I'm good.
Beatrice, Ballora?
They shake their head.
So how are we gonna deal with them then? How are we gonna get them back to Marfall?
How many spiders are?
Technically not our problem at this point.
Yeah. How many spiders are there in the city that you know of?
Initially, including the cavern, roughly, from what I saw, 50 to 70.
All right, we've killed what, 6 of them?
Oh yeah.
I think 2 groups of 3 we took down, maybe. We do have a spider problem in town.
Not our problem.
All right. Well, put him in the cage.
Our
Now what,
problem,
Ben?
our problem was the 3,000 gold bounty, and we took care of that.
Well, here's what I propose about dealing with these
Wait.
two.
What was the 3,000 gold bounty?
Salas put a 3,000 gold bounty on our heads.
Oh, yeah.
Here's what I propose we do about these two. Leave them there for now. We've got to sort out other things. And does anybody here, I'm looking mainly to the NPCs, have any way of teleporting to Marfall as a city?
Beatrice does.
Beatrice says I
Okay.
can do that.
Go there when we're finished with everything else. I'll probably send you there with a load of guards to keep these well restrained, and then you can return them to the prison and then come back. And I think that'll be the way forward to deal with it.
I would imagine that's all up to the king.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
we should go talk to the king and see what if he want. I mean, do we hire ourselves out to take care of the spiders from the king?
That's up to the king.
I'm sure that he'll give us some monetary reward for what we've done and potentially more for dealing with the spiders.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the king and see what's up with him then, I guess.
Okay. So
Make
you
sure that cell is locked and don't listen to him.
gate locked, and he sits outside the cell. You guys begin to head up back to the third floor, and you enter the king's room again. The king and queen are kind of just sitting there discussing what has happened with themselves. The guards are still there, but more relaxed than they were 30 minutes ago.
The twins are now in a cell downstairs. They've been taken care of.
The king turns to you. Thank you again for your help.
No problem. There's still more to do, though. We've got spiders running around the city
Yep,
now.
50 to 70 spiders along with a spider queen somewhere in the city, probably deep within the caves, deep at the bottom of the cave in the mine.
Don't you worry about that. I'll have my guards take care of that. You guys have done too much. You guys need to
Well,
rest.
I appreciate that. I do still think that we need to talk about the immediate future, whether you want to do that now or wait until tomorrow and have a proper meeting is up to you. But even without the spiders, there's still things to discuss. A lot has happened. Not sure that you're aware of all of it. We have to try and get the city back on its feet and functioning again.
And I'm sure we will. As for now, I was actually discussing with my wife here. We appreciate the help you guys have done, and we want to show our appreciation. We were planning a ceremony a week from today, but we're planning it a week because we need time to recover.
Of course.
It will be in the town center.
And what's this in celebration of? Liberation?
Yourselves mainly. You're the ones that saved us. Well, yourselves and Laura and Beatrice and Holg as well.
Well, I look forward to that. I would like to discuss with you further some ideas I have. I don't know when you want to set up a time to do that, maybe sometime later in the week.
That would work. I feel like today is a bit rough on
Absolutely.
everybody.
Absolutely.
As for now, you all have permission to all of the interior of the castle. Guard, I would prefer not my room or the treasury, but if you need, you can request it. You may visit at any time. I have more to give to you, but I will announce at the ceremony. I need to plan the best reward because I feel like I haven't rewarded you guys enough.
Tarnum, do you want to hit that storage room on our way out?
Storage room?
Remember we were told that there's a bunch of potions in there?
Oh yeah, we could definitely look for that if you wouldn't mind. There's a storage room with many potions inside, apparently the twins have been stowing away.
Please go for it.
And we were also discussing what to do with the twins, and we've decided, I think, that we're going to send Beatrice over to Marfall with them, and preferably some of your guards, if you could spare a few, and return them to the prison, and potentially there might be a bounty for them as well.
Very well.
I'm just going to throw this out to the party. Seeing as there's a week before we have to be here, why not go to Marfall and experience the culture? A new city to explore.
Well, we can figure it out tomorrow, I suppose.
Yeah.
I'd like a nap. I'm gonna turn to Beatrice and say, point my finger at her and go, fly spell? Please get it for me. Thank you.
Oh my God.
I never forget my spells. and I ask her for the quarterstaff back.
She hands it to you.
Glad we didn't need this, huh?
Yep. And I will use my magic to bring them to Marfall. We'll get on that as soon as possible.
Absolutely. Don't go alone though. Go with some guards or some others. And I'm going to turn to Holg and say, so back to the inn then, Holg.
Your rooms are open.
I think we all need a good drink after that one. We need to get you back home too, and
so they're going to be fine. Like you're fine taking care of 50 to 70 giant spiders.
I mean, if you wish to help, that would be appreciated. But you guys have done enough. It's completely your option.
I turn to the group.
Well, I mean, we don't really have a lot of anything else to be doing.
I guess if we see any on our way back in to Holg's place.
Yeah.
Because they were roaming the place. I don't know. Corianne, what's your thoughts on all this? You've been kind of quiet.
I mean, he said the guards could take care of it.
All right. Well, if we see any on our way back, we might snipe them out, but...
Yeah, that's possible.
All right. To the inn?
Yeah.
Yep. I'll lead you over there.
Probably want to go let Kira know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're going to hit the storage room first, then hit Kira.
Yeah.
Yep. So, you head right to the storage room. It's actually directly across from the King's Room. Inside, you see a bunch of random goods.
So me and Tarnum are looking for potions.
You do see on the right side on the shelf, you see a little tray of about 5 potions that you can see.
Can we identify them?
Yeah, with what I've read with the book as well and that.
You recognize the healing potions immediately because you use them so much.
How many are there?
There are 2 greater and 1 minor.
Okay.
You also...
Who's short on potions for those?
Avarice, Tarnum, what do you guys got?
I've got 1 greater, 2 minor.
1 greater, 3 minor.
I have 1 minor, 3 greater.
What does Corian have, potions-wise?
1 minor, 1 greater, 1 superior.
I'd say give maybe Corian the minor.
Yep.
You can take the greater than Tarnum.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's 3 of them. What about the other 2?
All right, the other 2. One of them is red, but it's kind of like a brighter red than the healing potion. And then you also see another one that's kind of like a deep violet.
Tarnum, you have any idea what these are?
Would I know what these are from the book? They're red.
I would say to give you advantage, go and make a. This would be Arcana, but you can have advantage for it.
If he doesn't figure it out, I might take a look. But
That's a 17 first roll. Second roll was only a 12, so 17.
17. The first one, you see It's a fire resistance potion.
Oh.
Ooh, nice. Okay. You want me to go again for the second one?
It lasts for an hour, by the way.
So that's just really good. 11 or 11 for that second one.
You're not really sure.
Can I take a look at the second one?
Yeah, go for it. You might know more about it, being as it's all arcana-y
Hayden,
stuff.
can I?
Yes, you can. You can roll for this one.
Okay. Yeah. 7 plus 8, 15.
15. You do identify it. It's a night vision potion. It lasts for an hour.
Okay. Well, I don't think we need the fire resistance to say keep it Tarnum. Corian's the one who you have night vision, don't you, Tarnum?
I don't have it. No, I have a potion for it.
Does she already have one potion of night vision?
I do, yeah.
Corian doesn't naturally have night vision either, right?
I've got my goggles.
But he's got his goggles. I'll keep the other one then, I guess, too.
You want me to have both of those potions?
Yeah, night vision's useless to me. And if we need the fire resistance, well, we can dilly it out if we need to.
Are you keeping that then, Hano?
No, you keep it too. Keep the fire resistance and the night vision.
Okay. I'm becoming like the potions master here with all these different
Well,
ones.
you are the one trying to learn potion making, so. All right, to the clothes shop.
Right.
All right. You head directly over from the town center to Kara's shop. She's still out of the blue of what's happened. Her lights are dim. Or, out.
Well.
We
What was
didn't.
that?
Spiders, I
Yeah,
don't
no.
think, did we?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Which one were you talking to, me or Hano?
I was talking to Hanok. I didn't hear him.
Oh, I just said there's no spider issues, right?
You see a couple, but I would say you guys quickly managed to take care of any ones that crossed your path.
Okay.
They're not too strong, so. And then turn. Wait, did you say something too?
I said we probably should let Pierre know as well.
Yeah. So you go over to the clothing shop, and you knock on the door, and Kara answers it. So how did it go?
The city has been liberated for the most part.
That's the best news I've heard this week. So you guys did all of that by yourselves.
Laura are dead. The twins are in jail. There's only spiders, which the guards are cleaning up.
That is very good. I did have hope for you guys. So
Didn't we give her 300 gold, like me, Avaris, and Tarnum?
you did actually. Yes.
Yeah, because we were gonna have her buy stuff for us before we were able to do it ourselves.
You're requesting it back.
Sure. I asked her, do you still have that 300 gold we gave you?
Yes, I do.
Could we per chance have that back?
Of course.
Hooray.
She doesn't even budge. She hands it to you.
How much did I put into that? 100?
Each of us put in 100.
She can keep my 100 as far as I'm concerned.
I'll take that 100. I now
Alright.
have. No, I told her to keep it.
That's for sheltering us and putting your life on the line.
Oh, well, if you guys are going to keep the gold, then I'll tell her to keep mine as well, then. If Avaris is not taking gold.
Fine, I'll let her keep it. Trying to be a bad person, so.
Hey, we might need some new fancy clothes here soon for this big party.
Well,
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
as far as clothes go, I'm gonna ask it. It's a bit of a morbid question, but do you specialize in clothes for burying the dead? There's a lot of them.
Well, generally you'd wear good attire. We do have some.
Oh, I don't mean for myself. I mean for those that are going to be buried.
Oh, I do. Not a lot, but I could try to give as much as I can.
Yeah, we're going to have quite a few, I'm sure, especially like our potion master friend who we're going to have to bury somewhere.
He definitely deserves a nice burial.
And Gerald too.
Yeah, Gerald. Yeah.
See if we can match the heads up with the bodies and put them together and lay them to rest somewhere nice.
Yeah, we're gonna have to roll a matching heads to bodies intelligence check at some point. That's not morbid.
And I guess I can build some coffins. I've got experience.
Oh god, the coffins. Oh man, if anybody cries in front of Corian, it's gonna be bad.
I won't be there.
You will be there.
I think this week though we should attend to sorting out people like that and giving them a proper burial. Those that helped and gave their lives so that the city could be free.
Alright.
I am going to invite, is it Kara, over to the Dead Unicorn, though, and to join us in a bit of a celebration and a meal and that with Holg and everyone.
I would love to. So, she hands you the clothing, or she gets prepared. I don't think you're going to take it right now, free of charge.
No.
And you guys head back over to the Dead Unicorn.
Tell Peter to let us in.
Well, are we going to get Pierre in the loop as well? Or...
You could go fetch him if you wish.
I'll write a quick little note saying that everybody's safe. Come to the Dead Unicorn to celebrate, and attach it to have Ollie grab it and run it over to his place.
Okay. Ollie flies off in the air. And Peter does let you in to the Dead Unicorn. Hold begins lighting candles, getting the place more lit up than it was. He's actually in a cheerful mood now. Yeah, he starts getting drinks for you guys. Food as well. Or he begins cooking.
I can't believe we've been here this long and you haven't checked on the donkeys.
Mm.
They probably Peter says, I was.
They probably got eaten by spiders.
Evers actually runs out and checks on the donkeys.
I feel like the donkeys we did check on and they were still alive.
You did? Yeah, when you came here to the inn.
Last time, yeah.
The first time. You hear, they're okay. And Avers comes back.
What are you cooking for us then, Holg? Anything good?
Meat. That's what I always make.
Just meat.
I'm not too familiar with meat. I'm not really familiar with a lot of things.
Can I examine the meat and see what animal it came from?
You can, yes.
Do I recognize this from my hermit travels?
This would be history.
History check. Ooh. 14 for that.
It looks like steak. Quite a bit of it.
That steak, that is. Should be good.
If he gets it, starts preparing it.
I turn to Avarice and say, hey, check this out, Avarice. Look at what I can do now. Prepare yourself to be a man. And I turn myself into a donkey using polymorph.
I am very impressed.
Or no, a pony. I'm sorry, a pony. Turn myself into a pony. Similar to the one that Avarice always turned. Can we talk to each other now in pony?
Let me see.
I think you get the languages they speak.
Pony does not have any languages. So, unfortunately, no. You can do some, neighing, though.
Back and forth for a little bit. That lasts an hour unless I break concentration.
Yes. Sadly, we won't be able to understand it, but yeah,
That's all.
you guys just see two ponies just sitting in the inn.
So that was a good use of my 4th level spell.
It is. Avis is very impressed.
I'm very concerned and freaked out by the circumstance.
Polk is confused, but he keeps getting the meat ready.
He probably doesn't remotely understand what's going on.
He looked away and looked back, and there are now two ponies. After a little bit, more later into the day, you guys already have eaten the food, had a lot of drinks. Is there anything for today? And Pierre does come by and joins in. Was there anything else you guys wish to do?
Can I just spend some time after? I mean, pony only lasts for an hour. I'll break it probably, but can I spend some time studying the longbow and dagger that I got just to see if it's enchanted, and the studded leather armor?
Go and make. Oh no, you're using a short rest, so
Basically, like 3 quote unquote short rests. I've been spending an hour and a half during the day or whatever to check them out.
Yep. Actually, none of them seem to be enchanted.
All right, into the pile.
Right.
I don't think I can get anything else from the magical black orb, right?
No, you inspected it to its fullest.
Does Kara, or I guess Pierre, know anyone who can send messages magically?
Kara cannot, but let me see Pierre real quick. He says, I cannot either. And I don't know any magic casters.
So there's somebody in town.
You could try looking around if you wish.
What did you want to send a message for, Corian, and who to?
Well, I was gonna send one back to people I know who would know how to run an inn.
Well, I can
See if I couldn't get a manager in here.
what's that spell called? It's sending, right?
I believe so.
Oh yes, I know.
I'm gonna send a note to can I say I send a note with Ollie to Beatrice to put in an order for sending as well, which is a 3rd level spell as well, and at least by the end of the week we can get it and I can learn it.
You can, yes.
Tell her I'm assuming she knows we're good for it at this point. We'll discuss payment later.
Yep.
I do know that in the bag of holding there's those instruments. Are we going to get those out and put them in here ready for the house band, Corian, that you wanted?
Sure.
Okay, so I turn over the bagpipe and flute to Holg, or to you guys, I guess, and do as you wish with them.
Oh yeah, we're just going to leave them here ready for when musicians and that arrive. Was it just a... I thought there was a lute as well. Oh no, I broke that.
You broke that quite thoroughly.
So they don't know of anybody in town who used to send messages for people?
They don't, but like I said, you could search around for one. It shouldn't be too difficult.
It is a 3rd level spell, so
Oh, 3rd level, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, sending's 3rd level, so it's a little, level 4 or 5.
I wouldn't know where to look. I'm not local, so.
I can send another note to Beatrice saying, if you know anybody with sending, send them over to the inn.
Yeah, actually, sorry. It is a cleric spell. He does have it. He's just not prepared yet.
Oh.
Okay.
So Ballora could cast it too then.
Ballora could cast it. Yeah, I completely forgot to cleric spell. I just didn't have it. I only have my prepared spells written down, so I didn't see it.
Right.
Is Ballora not with us?
No, she stayed at the castle, I think.
Okay.
But I could send for her. I could just. So
I would assume as an advisor to the king, she's probably pretty busy at this point.
She
Yeah.
is
Right,
very
there's
busy.
a lot to sort out.
So since we now know that, can we just pretend I didn't send a note to Beatrice to order it and just send Owly to Belor to say, hey, when you get a chance, we'd like to send a couple messages tomorrow. If you get a chance tomorrow to swing on by the inn.
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay.
Well, we could run up there. It wouldn't be that big of a problem.
Yeah, I just sent Owly. Might as well put him to use while I can just do this while we're partying, so it's taken care of.
Ava says, I'm tired of walking. I just want to rest.
So, okay. So hopefully she'll come by tomorrow. I think then we sleep, huh?
Yep. So, you guys find your way back up to your rooms and fall back asleep. You probably go to bed around 9, 10 like usual. You now wake up around 5 a.m.
Yeah, bright and early because we've got business to take care of. At least I have with coffin manufacturer and sorting out the dead.
That's true. So,
I'm not gonna go with them in the morning. I want to later on. I want to put some spells in my spell book, possibly.
throughout the day, you can start doing that. How many do you have?
Just 2 level 4s.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me get my divine rolls for today. Hold on.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I never got to use that 4, Hayden.
Yeah, you probably didn't need it.
I was so ready to use polymorph on those guys. I can't believe that spell actually worked. All right. First one is a 2. Oh, very nice. But I want a high one. Yes, 16. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use the 16 right now.
Okay, you can use that on your first spell.
I'm going to use that to put Dimension Door into my book.
Okay, you got Dimension Door now.
Okay, and then I'm going to roll for Confusion.
Go for it.
14 plus 8, I'm assuming is good.
It is, yes. You get the other one in your spell book.
All right, that's the end of the spells I got off that Dead Wizard.
Okay.
So I have Blight, Confusion, Dimension Door, Polymorph, which I'm keeping prepared for today, and Ivard's Black Tentacles.
Got it. So now, and was it just Blower you called for, I believe?
Yeah, that's all
Okay.
we needed.
So she starts, I'd say around 7, she shows up at the inn. Hello, you requested me?
Well, Gorian needed you, didn't he?
Oh, I thought you guys said you were sending messages. I would have just gone to Pierre, but yeah, no, this is fine. You send a short message.
She's higher level, so she'll have more message spells. That's why I grabbed her.
Okay, the problem is she doesn't know the person I want to send the message to.
Oh.
Who are you trying to send the message to?
Someone who I know who can send a manager to this place. I don't.
Oh, yeah.
Believe Belor is familiar with the person I want to speak to.
Yeah, neither would Pierre.
That's true.
Yeah, so you can't do it. I do know. I mean, I don't know if this counts, but I remember in Critical Role, they were able to describe. Didn't they describe who the person was to the person they wanted to cast?
They did not. No, that's
That was scrying.
I think that might have been scrying.
Well, wasn't there at one point when that old crazy dude that was checking out the black pulsing thing? Did they have him use sending, and then they described who it was, or am I misremembering?
I don't know.
No, I know what you're talking about. He knew them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
As far as I know.
All right, never mind then.
Does the castle have messengers that are available?
Yes, it does.
Alright, well then I can just send a message with her.
All right.
Maybe, if that's okay with the castle, to send a message using their messengers.
But Laura says, I'll make sure it's done.
Alright. Then I will write out a message to send. And then have her send it.
Okay. So she takes the letter. Is it just one letter that you need?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll discuss the contents in that later. Or you're just asking for a manager, I think, right?
Well, yeah.
And
Yeah,
probably some more stuff.
I'll send you a message when I figure it out and you can do whatever with it. Do they need money for paying the messengers or whatever?
Not a whole lot. It'd probably be a couple gold.
Alright.
But Laura says she'll make sure it's taken care of.
Won't have a problem handing over 5 gold for it, so.
Okay, you can go and do that then.
Alright.
While all this has been going on, like from 5 a.m. this morning, I'm just going to quickly check in with Hog and see if he knows anywhere that has a supply of wood, and I'm going to get to work, basically. Out.
There's some trees outside the city,
Alright.
but I don't know a lot of places. Do you have an axe?
I think, I do have an axe.
Alright. You're gonna go chop some trees.
Well, I was looking at maybe the iron mines, although I kind of don't want to go a bit iffy, but
There are places to get wood, he just doesn't know any.
can I ask around people that might be out and about if they know where I could get some wood?
Sure. Gonna make gonna make an investigation check.
I might end up in a bit of an interesting place here. 16.
16. The question isn't the most well crafted.
I could end up in a very odd place.
Wood.
But you do find a small woodsmith sells a decent amount of good wood for about 10 gold. That'll last you quite a bit.
Okay.
Or you can do less for 5.
What's
it
his name?
depends. Harold.
Harold.
Yeah.
That's a lovely name. And I'll give him the 10 gold, and I'll get plenty of materials. Does he have tools and stuff set up here for crafting as well?
He does, yes. He needs them, so.
Would you mind if I borrowed your tools, or and I paid you a little bit more money so I could get on with making these coffins?
Yeah, you can use them if you need to, as long as you purchase some of the wood. Basically, not using it for free.
Oh no, I've given you 10 gold already for the wood supply.
So yeah, that amount of wood will last you quite a bit, it'll cover all of the coffins that you need.
All right, for using the tools.
Yep.
Right.
So I believe last time we did dexterity checks.
Was it Dex? I guess. I mean, I'm fine with whatever.
It was 3 separate checks. There was a check to get the wood. I think there was one to shape the wood, the planks, and then one to nail it down or something, right?
Yeah, one's strength, one's dex because...
well, I've already cut the trees down, and I've already got like wooden planks already this time, so I would assume.
Okay, yeah. So just make 3... I'll just do 3 strength checks and 3 dexterity checks.
Okay. I'm going to do all 3 strength first then.
Okay.
So that is a 16, a 10, and an 8. And then the 3 dexterity is a 21, an 18, and a 22.
22.
Yep.
It's tiring. You managed to get all the ones you need or that you think you need. but after a couple hours, you're getting exhausted. You get the feeling this might take a bit of time. It might take a couple days, or not.
Yeah, I'll keep
a couple
at it.
days
I've
of
not really
work,
got a
but
lot
just to not
more
exhaust
to do.
yourself.
Yeah. How many coffins have I got now?
For that amount of time, I'd say about 9.
Okay.
It does take a bit of time to.
That's more than I thought I was going to get. I thought I was going to make like 3.
Well, you're spending several hours, more than several hours.
I'll let Harold know I'll be back and continue making these things. And I'll check in with Kara as well and just make sure that she's got the amount of people that we're probably going to be burying and the clothes and that we're going to need. If she needs gold for materials, I'm happy to contribute to that.
All right. She doesn't have too many, but she said she'd start ordering some more.
Right, yeah, now that transport's going in and out again.
Yeah. So she said that would just be a few days.
Yeah. I'm going to keep working on this throughout the week, and you can just make me make checks as needed. All right.
Yep. I'll say it's going to take you about 3 more days, but each day I'm just going to have you do just 1 strength check, 1 dex.
Yeah.
So you're not rolling too much.
Okay. No problem.
So that was Tarnum and Hanote. Corin, are you doing anything for the morning or afternoon? Just
no,
relaxing?
Just
or...
relaxing.
I think Avers would probably want to play some card games with you.
All right.
Go ahead and roll.
Eight.
7. So throughout the afternoon, you beat Avers again. He kisses you cheating.
Yeah, not with these cards I've been getting.
But you and him have some fun with cards in the inn. As for Tarnum and Hanoke, was there anything else you guys were doing after that? Kind of like in the late afternoon or nighttime?
I would assume that I'll get information back, because I did say I wanted to chat with the king a little bit at some point and advisors and stuff like that later in the week. I assume that'll come back to me.
Yeah. They ask you if you have a specific time that you were looking for to set up a kind of a discussion.
Any time would work, really.
Thinking if it's maybe. How about directly after the ceremony? Would that work?
Yeah, that's fine by me.
I'm not sure if we'll do it that night or the day after, but we'll figure
Either's
it out
fine.
then. So,
Sorry, I was AFK.
no problem. I was actually just about to ask you, did you have anything else you want to do for the evening this day?
Did anything else happen other than just the coffins being made?
Not really. Corin was cheating against Avers and cards, but that's about it.
You mean he won like usual?
He did, yes. Okay, but it was by 1 though, so.
Yeah, I'll make a couple. I'm gonna make 2 spell scrolls.
Sure.
I want to make 2 mage armors. I can't remember.
Okay.
How much were first level spell scrolls again?
I believe it was 50. Let me double check.
I feel like you're right.
I had to go through my millions of tabs to find it.
One other thing I want to do too, maybe. That flawless diamond, can I walk around and find a place to get it appraised?
And yes, it was 50. And go and make an investigation check. And also make, after that investigation, make 2 Arcana checks to see if you keep the spell scroll.
I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. 16, let's just do the diamond first. At least 16 for investigation.
You search around, asking around, and someone actually on the street says they'll have a look at it. They're gonna see how much it's worth. And they let you know. They say, actually, this is a very well crafted diamond. I'd say minimum 1,000.
Wow.
It is probably one of the best I've seen.
Make a note of that.
Would you like anything else?
No. I'm assuming Beatrice doesn't have her shop open yet.
Depends what time if you're leaving at like 7 when Belora got there, no. She opens her shop at 8.
There is there. I can't remember. Is this the town where the person who ran the weapon shop set up, or they moved right from this town?
Yes.
Okay. So Beatrice wouldn't be interested in buying a staff or anything. Never mind.
She would not know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the woman here ended up moving in with Tortha, right, or whatever.
Yeah.
God, it's been so inconvenient. I'm gonna make 3 spell scrolls.
Okay. All mage armor.
All mage armor. Well, got some first level spell slots. I'm gonna do 3 mage armors and Natasha's hideous laughter.
All right.
So 200 gold. So, I'm actually gonna. What's the DC for this? Level 1 is just 11, right? Okay. So this will be for the first mage armor. Ugh, does not succeed. 10.
Yep. Just disintegrates.
Next one does succeed with an 11. This will be for Tasha's. Yeah, baby, 19. And the last mage armor, 6. So I got 2 mage armors and a Tasha's. And I burn all my level 1 spell slots. And I'll say I use my arcane recovery to recover all 4 of those.
Okay. And that was 50 each, and then go and write those spell scrolls.
Yep, 200, right?
Yep. So, was there anything else for the day for you guys?
Nope.
Okay.
Not for me.
The next day comes. Turn and go and make your. So first, Lego or go and make your divine rolls. Tarnum, do 1 strength check, 1 dex.
Strength is 15. Dex is only 11.
2 and 10.
10. You're kind of exhausted from the previous day, Tarnum. It's not going so well. You take time and you're able to get about 2 done after a couple hours.
Oh boy.
And you're just exhausted. Did you want to do anything else, Tarnum, or no?
I don't think I would really have time. I'm waiting on the meeting at the castle, so I have no real other business to attend to.
Okay. Actually, do any of you guys have anything you want to do for the rest of the week, or no? Just want to be sure.
I like to go to the castle and ask if they have any rare or interesting books in their library.
Okay. You go up to the castle. They have a study, but they don't really keep many interesting books in there. Kind of just like leisure reading.
So they have no specialized areas in the library or a research area in the castle?
They do not have a library in the city.
Oh, that's right, because that's why we started ours. I'm going to ask them if they would give me a couple leisure books for Holg's library. Some popular fiction.
Of course. They hand you a couple.
All right, take a couple and bring it back at some point during the week to Holg's place and add it to the library.
And that collection is growing bigger every day. Hulk seems pretty happy, although he can't read them.
Is this the city that had? This is the city that had the Thieves Guild in it, though, right?
Yes.
You aren't sure.
No,
You
I
remember
knew
seeing
that.
markings, but you haven't ever
couldn't-
encountered anybody.
Couldn't
I
get
guess.
the door open.
Right. I'm gonna talk to the group at some point, like maybe next day or something. Saying, so there's a thieves guild here we never investigated, and there's that whole cave that apparently nobody owns the mine anymore. Now, I'm not a legal scholar, but I do believe there's a term for this. What's that called again? Corian, do you know what I'm talking about? What is that? Right of conquest?
No idea.
I would expect the mines are now in the hands of the castle and the town at large, and we could potentially put an offer down if you wanted to buy it, but...
No.
And by this point, most of the spiders are pretty much eliminated in the city. It doesn't take too long to handle them.
I guess, yeah, that's it for me. I would go out there and maybe help with some of the spider killing. Slinging spells.
I do want to speak to Beatrice at some point, see if she's been to Malfoy yet with the twins or not. What's going on there?
You go up to her store, which is now open, and she says, "I did take them. There was a reward bounty. That actually belongs to you guys now. The king instructed me to hand it to you."
Okay, how much did we earn from that?
It was 500 each. Well, 500 for both the twins, so 1,000 total.
Okay, well I'll collect that, but I'll split it between the group, so we all get 250 for that.
They were put back in jail. This time
Did you pass along the information about how they got out last?
I did, yes.
Excellent. Hopefully that'll be the last we'll be seeing of them for a while.
Hopefully.
And how's everything here? Is the shop going well?
It is actually. Nice
I
to
peruse
get
the
them.
goods, not really remembering what she sells.
It's a general store.
Right, yeah. You've got a lot of general items in here.
Oh, it is a general store, yes.
Ah. Is there anything that... What is she selling? Anything I'd be interested in buying?
That depends. Let me see. Get a list. She has some simple stuff like backpacks and bedrolls, some cloth, candles, clothing, crowbars, grappling hooks, hammers, lamps, lanterns, locks, and robes.
I would be
soap.
interested in buying some candles for the, for the funeral stuff that's going to be going on. I mean, there's going to be a lot of funerals. I don't know how much that would cost.
I currently have 10. They're fairly cheap. You can keep them. Consider it. Thank you.
No problem.
Do you wish to have anything else?
No. I'm good, thanks. Nice store, though. I'll be back.
Thank you.
How much does it cost again to order spells from her for 3rd level?
Let me get that.
I don't know if I get a better discount now that I save the town or not. But...
Okay, so you go up to her store.
Mm-hmm.
It's initially 500, but she's offering 425.
I'm gonna suggest to her, come on now. If we just save the town, at least you can cut me a deal for 400. I'm gonna use suggestion and force her to take my 2.
She agrees.
I'm gonna place an order for how many will it be here by the end of the week? Like by the time the day of the day of the big celebration that we've been waiting for?
It will, yes.
Okay. I'm going to put in an order for Phantom Steed, which is a 3rd level ritual spell. and Tensor's Floating Disc, which is a first level ritual spell.
Okay.
So how much is that total?
So 400 for one, and then for the other one, that'd be so total 490.
All right, that's she gave me 10 gold off the other one.
Yes.
All right. I give her the gold.
Okay. She takes it.
I'm only down to 801 gold now. There's nobody. I asked her. There's nobody in town who will buy this big fancy diamond. Is there?
There wasn't.
Sorry, there's no one in town that will buy this big fancy diamond from me. Is there?
You could ask around. I'm sure. You could probably sell it at a potion shop or a general store.
Well, you are a general store.
I know. Oh, I thought you were asking me. I didn't know you were asking her.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry. She said she would buy it if you wish to sell it.
I'll check with the group first before I do that.
Okay.
Okay, cool. That's it for me, though.
All right. You exit and head back. Was anybody else doing anything in during that time?
Nope.
Just making coffins every day.
It's your job now.
Yeah, I basically become like the town's funeral director.
All right, and you see Hanote come back.
I'm just gonna sit there and I guess for the rest of the week I don't know, I might read Tarnum's potion book if he'll let me read it.
Yeah, you're welcome to check it out and read it all you like. I assume by the time later in the week rolls around, we'll actually be starting to bury some people, so I'm sure I'll be going to some people's funerals like the Tsar and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll go
I
to
don't know where we're burying them.
the only funerals I'll go to is Gerard's and the potion shop owner.
And you guys haven't been to it actually, but this place does have a graveyard. It's in front of the city.
Oh, okay.
Well, not like directly in front, but it's near the front of the city.
So, yeah, I guess I'll let Hanoke and anyone else know when those funerals are if they want to come along, pay their respects.
Okay. And I will say for your last one, go and do your strength and dex check, Tarnum.
Okay. 3 on strength and 20 on dex.
All right. You are still very sore, but the
been a long
craftsmanship
week.
is really good. You do manage to get another 5 done, but you're not doing too well. Your arms are sore.
Lots of dead to bury. Somebody's got to do it.
And yeah, so you start working on that during the day. Hanoke, were you doing anything?
Just reading the book.
All right. Corin, actually, in your room, before you wake up, you hear a tapping on the window in your bedroom in the inn.
Orion, I'm here.
Alright, so I guess I go open the window.
All right.
It's that stupid bird.
It's actually not the same one.
Oh, wow. Still a
But
stupid
it is.
bird.
It is a bird, yes. Has a small little piece of parchment in its beak.
How stupid is it?
It's probably a response to the message he has to be sent.
Oh, that could be. That's really quick. All right, I'll take the message.
All right. On the front of it, it's like a very fancy, almost cursive, and it says on the front of it to Corian.
Does it look familiar?
It doesn't actually.
Oh boy. All right, I'll open it up then.
All right.
Uh,
The content says.
I die from the poisoned ink.
Yeah, it kills you. And the bird sits there and waits. The content says, Corian, dear Corian, if you are not busy today, please meet me in my room in the castle on the 3rd floor. It's not a serious issue, I promise. I request that you.
Ouch. Bow, wow.
I request that you come alone. It won't be much of your time.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
If you are busy or you can't come alone, please send word back. Sincerely, Belora Fayborn.
So I shoo the bird away?
Okay, you shoot away and it flies back.
Right, because I'm only supposed to send a message back if I can't come alone or I'm busy?
Yeah.
Right. What time was that?
What time did it say to?
Yeah.
It just said anytime. You assumed before nighttime, but...
Alright, well... Probably eat breakfast first.
Okay. You head downstairs, and Hulk has some stuff prepared for you.
And then once I'm done with breakfast, I would head out.
All right. So, Tarnum is doing coffins. Hanoka's reading. Avis is probably by the donkeys petting them or something. And you head up to the castle.
The
They let
donkeys
you
have
in.
sores from being pet too much.
Probably. Or the price of it. But nevertheless, Avers keeps petting them.
Pet,
So
pet, pet, heal. Pet, 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 heal.
only a certain amount of times, like, I don't have too many spells. And just as like expected, they let you through the castle. You navigate up to the 3rd floor to Laura's room, which you actually haven't been in, but the door is closed.
Pretty sure I was in there once, wasn't I?
I believe you guys didn't go, or you might have.
I don't think we needed to go in because she already had her stuff, right?
She said she had her stuff. I can't remember if you peeked in or not, but
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I peeked in because I was checking for bad guys.
okay.
So I'll knock on the door.
Okay.
It's gonna be filled with candles, dimly lit in bed.
She said to come in.
All right, I enter.
All right, and different to how it was the week before, or well, almost the week before. It was very dark, but now it's brightly lit with the chandelier above. You can see gold-colored drapes and banners. It seems to be the kind of the theme of this room. There's a large white rug in the center of the room. It's almost unbearable, but you can manage the brightness, especially with the windows open. It's just full of light. The gold and white colored bed and almost everything in here looks perfectly organized. It kind of looks like a brand new room. Belora is currently staring at the window down towards the town center. She wears kind of like a long white dress with gold trimming. But she turns to you and smiles. It's good to see you, Corian. Thank you for coming.
Not a problem.
I've been thinking a lot about the situation we were in. Days ago, I was kneeling in a cold, dark chamber, praying to Eldath for guidance. I asked her how something like this could happen, and I asked her for help. I wanted to protect the city, but the iron bars between me and my hopes proved to be an impossible barrier. And even if I did manage to get out, I would have been risking the queen, her children, and everyone else that was forgotten in those dungeons. I had no idea if Eldath was able to help me at the time, but I never gave up hope. As I heard the door open from the warden's room, I was getting ready for the roll call from Evaldo and Avadric. But instead, I saw you all. I didn't get a chance to properly thank you, and that's why I brought you here today. She turns to her statue of Eldath. Enough, Martin. She turns to her statue of Eldath. Eldath it depicts a waterfall hitting a still pond, and she grabs a small metal ring off of it, and she hands it to you. I recently got this from Marfall. I didn't know what else to get for you, but I wanted to make sure that even if I wasn't there to prevent you all from doing something too crazy, at least Eldath would be there to protect you. I don't know if you have much use for it, but even if you didn't, I hope someone in your group would. I just want to say thank you again for all your help and your services to the city. If it wasn't for you and your group, well, I might still be sitting in that cell.
I bow, thank her, and accept the ring.
She smiles again. But anyway, that was all I had. I just felt like a more proper thank you was necessary. I hope to see you in that ceremony in a few days.
I assume we'll be there.
Yep, I'll see you then. And she returns back to the window.
Alright, I'll bid her a good day and head back toward the end.
Okay. And you look at the ring, it's almost very simple. It's just like a very simple metal ring. But you see, I'm going to make a perception check.
Alright. $13.
You see something on it, but you can't really tell what it is.
Well, I mean, I've got time to short rest with it as I walk back, I assume.
You do.
See what it does.
I was just saying, sorry, from first glance, you didn't really know what it was. This ring, as you begin to attune to it, it's actually a +2 ring of protection.
Ooh.
Quite expensive.
That is a nice gift.
Yep. If you call it's +2 AC and saving throws. So, and I believe it's all your saving throws. So you make it back to the inn. Did you have anything else for the day at all?
No. And then that's attuned, so I better write that as attuned.
Yep.
I'm just gonna keep that for myself.
All right.
Would I notice it on his person as I walk past him?
Just asking Corny quick. Was your AC 20 now? Was that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Go and make a perception check, Tarnum, as you head home after a long day's work of making coffins.
18.
18. You do actually see it.
Who did you get married to?
Yeah, no, looting dead bodies.
What?
Well, they're not going to use it
You mean
anymore.
the people I'm building coffins for, you're stealing from?
Well, yeah, but you're getting nice clothes to put them in the ground. I'm just taking the nice things they have now.
Can I insight check you?
You can, Corian Deception.
Inside.
Can you roll Deception, Corian?
8.
See, it would be an 8.
Yeah, no, not with my 2. 2, 3. I got a 3. I would have said, no, this is a gift from Ballora for helping her out.
Oh, I see. I'll wink like I know, and I'll continue on my way.
It's pretty nice. It's gonna hopefully help me to stop from being knocked unconscious every 5 seconds during a fight.
Well, I sure hope so.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of the taste of heal potions.
I'm getting tired of making coffins. I'm so damn sore, man. Somebody dead.
And Harden, by now you are very tired.
Yeah.
Your arms are unbelievably sore.
Is there a place to have a hot bath in here? I'm not normally one.
There is, yes.
Excellent. And I'm gonna call Averus.
He is busy penning donkeys right now, so.
Fine, I'll call Hulk. A sponge.
Sure. You both take a bath together, I guess.
I didn't mean him to take a bath together. I just meant that, like, he could, help my back or whatever, the parts I can't reach.
It's a very romantic. There's a couple candles. Dimly lit room.
Oh, God.
He actually hired someone to play the viola in the right next to you guys.
Hey, Hulk's good looking half orc, so.
That's amazing.
Somebody draw a picture of that.
That will be the thumbnail for this episode on Lex channel. That needs to be the thumbnail. I want to
taking out the underwear.
I like to try to play a tune on the flute. Something very romantic. I guess I wouldn't realize what was going on. Right.
Oh, I thought you were just practicing to yourself, but no, you didn't see them.
No.
You were reading, so.
Yeah, I'm just reading. And I don't need to do anything today, so. I mean, there's nothing, as a researcher, because we have the red orb and this black orb that we have no. We have this red orb that Corian has, I believe, and then the magical black orb we just took, and I don't know what they are per se, but as a researcher, I'm supposed to kind of know where I could figure out the information to find out about these things.
You do. You'd expect a library probably, but this city does not have one. So
the nearest library is probably Marfall.
That's what you expect.
I'm gonna go to Beatrice at some point maybe and just ask her, does she have any contacts in any of the libraries at Marfall?
Let me see for her. I know a couple people. Do you wish for me to request some information or something?
Yeah, I'm gonna make a sketch of both of the orbs. Describe some details of where we got them. Magical black orb used for dark ritual, as well as the red orb. Where do we find that again? Was it just in the dragon's cave in his loot?
Nope.
The red orb was on a band of orcs.
It was in a chest.
Oh, that was with the yeah, right. That's with the bandits we fought, right?
It was in with the orcs we killed.
Right, I remember that. So I'll make a sketch of that as well and describe where we found and see if you can figure out some more information for us about this, since we got a few days to kill.
Okay. She agrees. And then I assume you head back to the inn, right?
Yeah, that's it. I'll tell the group what I did.
All right. She mentions it's going to take quite a bit of time for that research, but she'll get it done.
All right.
How long does it take to send a message?
Sending the message, through the teleportation circle, it could be the same day. If you're using the spell, it's instant.
Well, I mean, the messengers I sent my message through.
Oh, is your contact directly in Marfall, or is it like at your farm or something?
Yeah, at the farm.
Okay.
I sent you a message.
Okay, let me check that.
While he checks that message, what's he gonna think our sponsor, Hall's Cough Drops, tonight?
I was just curious about time because one of the people on the farm might have the sending spell to send back a reply. I know it's going to take more than a couple of days. I was just curious as to how many days.
Actually, at this time you would probably have word back.
Oh, so they use the teleportation spell.
They have people there that can send people through, but so the messenger himself returns through the same circle, and I'll send you the letter too.
All right.
All's cough drops, everybody. This should have been sponsored by like a bath product.
For all your sensual needs. Do you do anything after your bath with Hulk?
Oh, I imagine I would have gone pretty much for food and bed. I probably would have been too embarrassed to show my face after that.
Your social link with
Holg holds him tenderly.
Your social link with Hulk increases.
I just hope Averus didn't end up seeing anything.
I was going to randomly at some point during the day turn myself into a giant eagle and just go flying around for a little while.
Okay.
Singing the Reading Rainbow song in my head. I can go just as high.
How is the clouds looking if you're going to be up at an eagle?
Oh, yeah. I'd look around as an eagle and, check out the clouds, check out what's going on in the city, and come back. But I have noticed it's been 2 days now. Are the clouds gone?
Yeah, basically gone at this point.
All right.
Actually, today it's a clear sky, so.
Before Tarnum's maybe bath, I told them, hey, it's a clear sky. Cloud cover's gone. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
I'd have probably worked out in the courtyard.
Okay.
Been walking back toward the baths just as Holg and Tarnum are coming out. Just nod and head on into the baths.
You didn't see anything.
And you go to the baths right after them. And you see the wonderful setup that they had down there, but
Oh god. How does Corian react to that?
He doesn't care.
he just wants a bath. So after that, as you guys get done with this day, I believe you have about 4 days left. Is there anything you wish to do in that time?
Make more coffins and that'll be about it.
My level 1 spell would come before that time. Can I just roll 2 divine rolls for a day? For that day?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see if I get something that makes it auto work. 17 and 16. So I'm going to use the 17 to make sure that the Tenseless Floating Disc ritual is now in my spellbook. And then on that day, so is Averus just every single day watching the ponies?
Not every day. He spends a couple hours each day,
Okay.
but he kind of walks around the city sometimes.
Okay. I would like to, one of the days he's doing it from a distance away, I would like to cast level 4 sleep on Averus.
Okay. Go on and roll your dice.
Or actually, hold on. What do I want to do here? My spells.
I'm going to teach Peter how to fight with a dagger.
Okay.
I look at the floating.
He's actually picking up really well on it, Corian.
Cool.
Actually, never mind. I won't do that. I'm just going to cast floating Tensor's floating disc, and I'm going to, as he pets one of the ponies, I'm going to slide the disc underneath it and start floating the pony up.
Okay.
It's like, check out my new trick, Averis. As the pony follows me on the disc.
How big is the disc?
The disc can hold 500 pounds. It's
How
3
big
foot
is it?
3 foot in diameter.
I don't think that could hold a pony or donkey.
Its legs would like be hanging off of it. Its body would be in the middle of it.
So you like create it and hold on, let's see the donkey real quick.
Just floats 20 feet in the air.
Don't drop it.
It tries to stay on and it falls.
Oh god! I cast Featherfall on it.
Make a dex check to see if you can catch it in time.
Dexterity. Oh god!
Actually,
No, I have a divine roll. I may use my 17. Huh?
Is it a bonus action or a full action?
Full action.
So he would hit the ground by the time you're casting it.
Oh no! It's a reaction. It's a reaction.
Does
that work?
If it's a reaction, yes, it can work.
Oh goodness!
So you, it's about at this point it was about 10 feet up before it falls off and you use.
Actually, wait a minute. Never mind. I can't. The only way I could cast it, because I don't have that prepared. I don't usually. I just have my one emergency scroll. That would be a full action probably to cast it, right? Because it's off a scroll.
If it's a scroll, yes.
Yeah. So otherwise I can't do it. I'm like, oh god. So it drops.
20 feet.
So you hear a loud neigh as he slams into the earth, taking 4 points of falling damage. And
I cast Healing Ward on it with my
I'm
wand.
surprised it lived through falling 20 feet.
It was 10 feet before it fell.
Oh.
I cast Healing Ward on it. Sorry, Averis.
Avery is furious.
Listen, man. I thought it would work. I thought it'd be fun. Huh?
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh god. Counter spell.
You can try. Yeah, at 3rd level, you can counter spell it. He's gonna keep trying though.
All right. I'm trying to calm him down. I cast counters. So that would be his. So he would have his bonus action if he wants to try to attack me with something. Otherwise, I would keep counterspelling him and trying to calm him down.
He's gonna keep casting it until you run out of spells.
So I use 3 level 3 spell slots. Because I haven't done anything today, because rituals don't cost spell slots. Is he calmed down yet?
He now casts it at 3rd level.
Oh god. I'll use my... Alright, I'll take 1 hit from him.
Okay, go and make the save.
So since I still have my 17 for today, I'm going to use my 17. It's a wisdom saving throw.
Oh yeah, you didn't use a spell, so yes.
No, yeah, because I couldn't dex out.
So yes, you do succeed.
Yeah, 21 with my wisdom save. I say Averis. Just use my bonus action. I'm like, Averis, please. And I use my level 4 spell slot to turn myself into a donkey. Or no, into a pony. And an attempt,
He just ignores you. He's gonna go make sure the donkey's okay.
I did use Healing Ward on it. I'm gonna prance away as a pony and go back into the inn and go to my room for the rest of today.
As a pony.
As a pony.
You guys see a pony enter the inn.
No sign that says no animals.
You see a sad pony going upstairs.
You mean that there's a sign here that says no animals? Drostham walks outside. Fuck is that?
Alright, no ponies.
look at him, and I try to make gestures to show that I'm Hanoke, like an intelligent pony.
He kind of like nods his head up and down.
Right. The weight of that thing breaks my stairs. You're gonna get another stab.
Well, you don't know that I was stabbed.
You said you
And
were
I wasn't
stabbed.
What'd you say was gonna happen if I break your stairs?
Didn't you say that you saw a pony come in that's been stabbed?
No. I said I just come in that looks sad. Sorry.
Oh,
that looks
sad. I thought you said
Sad.
stabbed.
Yeah, my crappy mic. Yeah, no, I just look sad. It's just a sad pony.
I mean, Avers does want to stab him, but
I just gives it like a neigh and acknowledgement and go upstairs.
and you do so.
Okay, so my sign on the outside now says no animal form inside.
Okay.
Is the sign of a person shapeshifted into a horse.
You know, Avers does that.
Slideshow.
Avers sometimes turn into a pony.
Not allowed inside the inn.
Well. It wears off after an hour, so. I stay pony form for a whole hour, feeling strangely comfortable. And like, I'm starting to realize why Avers enjoys just being a pony all the time.
And then he forgets to shut it off, and now he's just a pony forever.
Are you still sad in your room?
Yeah, I'm a sad pony for an hour.
Yeah, that was an impressive new trick, throwing animals. Wow.
That's like a throwback to punching animals.
The donkey rolled a 3, so it was not going to stay on that thing.
Yeah, well, I did use one healing ward to heal it too, so.
People accuse me of being a violent sociopath.
You guys see Aries come in, and he looks like he has a cloud above his head. Like a
What's
thundercloud.
wrong, Averus?
Nothing.
What's wrong, Averus?
Oh, just a gnome lifting one of our donkeys 10 feet in the air and dropping him.
Which gnome?
The only gnome.
The only gnome we've met in this entire campaign so far.
I haven't seen him. Is he still outside?
No, he came back in here as a pony.
Oh, it was him.
What other pony would it be?
Well, you sometimes turn into a pony.
I suppose.
Anyway, how are you doing?
How do I look like I'm doing?
You look like you could use a hug.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm not very good with that. Certainly not with that. Persuasion is -1, sorry, 4.
That's not the time for that. And he goes upstairs.
One day. One day, Corian. So is it the celebration tomorrow too, or a few more days yet?
It was a couple more days.
Oh.
But if you guys did have anything you want to do in between that time, up to you.
Coffins. Until we have enough. I don't know how many people died.
Hundreds.
Make a constitution check, Tarnum.
Constitution. 18. Is it a saving throw or a check?
Just check.
19.
You're able to manage the unbelievable work of making coffins every day. You continue to make more, but your arms are not doing too well. But you do manage to make more, and you do so for the remainder of the week. Tarnum and, or sorry, not Tarnum, Corian and Hanope, did you have anything for
No, I'm not
the remainder?
doing any more shenanigans or anything. Just can I roll divine rolls for the last day when our spells come and we have the party?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
I would just continue teaching the kid how to use a dagger.
Okay.
17 and 6, and I've just been reading the potion book.
And he's still picking up really well, Corian. Had really good checks.
Oh.
So.
Also, back on the first day, I would have gone and got my horse and brought it into town.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Totally forgot about that thing.
Yeah, the carts and everything that we had tied up.
Still just
Well, we talked about having the ponies and stuff, so... Oh, no, that's owned by...
Right.
Never mind.
It's just sitting in there eating some grass.
Right. I mean, that's what it's trained to do, so... it would have been fine. I just thought for a second, hey, you know, I kind of left my horse out there in the wilderness.
You get there
I
like
should-
6 days. You like wake up on the 6th day like,
should
where's my
probably
horse?
go pick that guy up before he decides to be wild.
So the last day, do my spells come in the morning?
Yes, actually they do. Yeah,
Okay.
you'll pick them up.
Yep, and I'm going to use both of my divine rolls just to put them in my book.
Okay.
So I now have Phantom Steed and Fly. Finally have Fly.
Finally. All right. And you head back, or you're heading back to the inn, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it is the day of. Actually, are you guys staying on your clothing, or did you get clothing for the event? I can't remember.
I have smart clothing already.
I thought you said she gave us fancy clothing.
Yeah, I thought she was going to make us fancy clothing.
She had some for the dead bodies that Tarna requested, but she can also give you some. She recommends blue and black to match the theme of the city, if you guys would wish.
Sure.
It's black with like a blue trim. It's kind of formal, kind of in between formal and informal.
I feel like we have our own colors in here somewhere.
Oh, you mean when we made our group?
Yeah.
I can't remember what the emblem looked like.
Can't remember what it looked like either. It's been so long.
Well, I'll dress as a city.
Yeah.
It's green and black for our group. Green, black, and red.
You wish to get some of those?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, I don't want to look
Actually-
like I belong to the city.
Yeah, you can do that. So she gets some clothes ready for you guys. And she offers it free, so don't need to worry about that. So as you guys head back to the inn, it's about 9 right now.